Greetings, everybody. Today we're going to be pulling the Carniolan bee hive apart. Seeing what's happening. Now, I gotta admit, I've been a bit neglectful. And these bees already know something ain't quite right. Alright. So, I went ahead and I don't have a smoker, so... Yep, that's good. So, first things first. Oh, they've really started to glue this on. Oh yeah, that's good. That's great, really. Oh yeah. Alright, we got that off. And nothing really new on the top. Not very many bees up here. They're just kind of chilling out, sort of guarding the place, which is all very good. It'll be interesting to see what's happening down under. It looks like there's tons of bees. And while they're nice and chill and calm like this, and you got your veil on, you can just take a really close look at the bees. And if you're having a mite problem, you can physically see the mites on the bees. All these boys look pretty clean. Oh yeah. Generally, one of the first things you want to do is to not be in a rush. Being in a rush will get you tore slam up. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. This is incredible. I've never seen... They've built so much comb. This is absolutely phenomenal, guys. I put the original frames in right here. And it looks like they've built out all the way to here. And it looks like they're working on this last frame over here. Wow. A lot of these are stuck together. Man, I'm excited. This is big hype. I'm gonna sit these boys down right here. And so usually what I like to do, I don't know where you guys can see my hands, but pretty much I like to just take one out. I usually start on this side, but instead I'm going to start over here with this new fresh comb that looks stinking laden with honey. It's amazing. So I'm going to probably pop this one out over here, lean it over here, and just take them out in order, and then I'll put them back in order. You always want to keep everything in the same order. I'm quite excited. I thought I was going to be dreading doing this, but oh man, this is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see what these bees have accomplished. So it looks like they got a little bit of, well, anytime you do an inspection, bees aren't going to be doing exactly what you have been wanting them to do. And of course the first frame, at least in my opinion, and everyone I know's opinion, is the most difficult to get out. I should invest, they got these little, they're like tongs, just whoop, pull it right out. But not me, nope. That $20 tool would have just made things too easy. They say you're saying, hey, that's slightly wrong here. You know, this is fine, probably. The curlies are really chill. When I was first, it looks like they can on one side, so I think it's pull vertically. I only yank these things, you're gonna have a lot of bees very fast. And bees are no fun. No fun to do bees. I'm pretty sure this is really cool. Wow, this is exciting. I'm gonna try to stick my fingers in there, and the fingers are too large. Sometimes you start on one side. Oh, right. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the bees are, they're kind of, alright, so they're doing what I like to call the, they don't really like this foundation very much. They're building on it, but like you can see, they're building on it as little as possible. And so, wow, look at this fresh, what's capped is honey, and then what's opened on the sides right here, that's just fresh nectar. So they're dehydrating it to make honey, essentially. The population has really just exploded on this hive. Like, I can't even... Holy moly! Alright, I've never had a hive this productive, ever. This is super exciting. This was an empty frame right here. At least I'm thinking that it was. These guys look like they're ready for a super. Oh my goodness. This is phenomenal. I've only had these guys for a few months, and they've accomplished so much. I am a proud bee dad. Look at that. This frame is so heavy. Yeah, I don't want to squish any of you guys. Please move out of the way. Oh, this is so heavy. It's not exactly the perfect pattern. You can see it's got some waves and grooves in it. But this is just pure capped honey. Looks like, oh, this is incredible. Wow. Absolutely amazing. It's just solid bees. These guys are ready. These guys are ready for a... Yeah, let me put this over here. Excuse me. Alright, and so then I'm going to start moving frames over and getting to the middle where the queen is. The queen is clearly doing really great. Since the hive is just perfect, really. This is almost maxed out. Man. I'm going to do a lot of editing on this video. This is all honey, man. Those stinking Carnolians are wild.
Sure is.
Yeah, freshly capped.
Sure is.
And so what I was doing here was holding the frame up towards the sun to look for any freshly laid brood, or even, brood that got to the larva state where it wasn't quite capped yet, but pretty big. And I wasn't seeing any of that at all. And, for one frame where that's there, that means they're just all hatching out of that one, and, it's business as usual. But once you get to the second and third frame that just has a couple capped and no other brood, then you have an issue with your queen. Either she has died, got sick, got kicked out, any sort of re-died for whatever reason. And so, essentially you have a queenless hive. So I continue to go frame by frame and not see any freshly laid brood. And also I couldn't find a queen. So chances are that the queen has died in the last week. And so at this point, there's two options. There's option A, which is if you see any swarm cells, destroy them, and then, purchase a queen, and the hive will hopefully adopt that queen. Or option B, which is a little bit riskier in what I'm doing, which is allowing the hive to make their own queen. I located 3 swarm cells, one capped. I take that back. 2 capped and 1 uncapped. And let me put up some pictures here, since I decided to not hold those frames up to the camera. And so once the queens hatch, I left, the 2 for, the best chance of getting 1 queen successfully returning bred. And what I want to keep the genetics of this hive. Typically, queenless hives are a whole lot more apprehensive, but man, these guys were cool as a cucumber. And that really goes to show their good temperament. I really like bees that aren't terribly mean. And of course, they're very clean and very productive. They have very good genetics. I lucked out on this one. So, in the next week or two, there will definitely be an update on the Carniolan situation. I'm kind of scared. Like I said, it's a risk letting them do their own thing. If the queens, either don't hatch, they die, out in the yard whenever they're trying to find a mate. Then the hive's done. They're going to die. So at that in a week, if I find that there's still no queen, and then their hive numbers are going to be greatly reduced, then I'm going to be forced to go out and just purchase a queen to put in and hopefully make ends meet for those bees. But, yep, and so here I am just putting the hive back together to keep the frames in order and in the same orientation to the best of your ability. I think there's a frame I might have, did the reverse on, and so the bees don't appreciate that, but it's not the end of the world. They'll get used to it. So, thank you guys for watching, and have a good one.